Hi, this is Crypto's Noob. Welcome to the third installment of my Gods Unchained beta gameplay commentary. In this match, I am playing a new deck. It's my first time trying out multiplayer. It is a war deck. I call it Red Swarm. I'm playing against Carnival, is playing a Deception deck. And I take the Intense Training power, which seems to get a lot of crap on the forums or the Discord channel. But I think it's really awesome power. I mean, 2 mana for +2/+2 on a creature. That's pretty awesome. The trick is being able to cast it almost every turn. I think that's the best way to be able to use it. And this deck tries to take advantage of that. It's got a lot of small creatures. I see in my initial draw, I didn't send anybody back, even though I didn't start with a creature. Probably not the best choice. And even my first draw is a spell. Meanwhile, Carnival has put out a nice solid rampart on his first turn. Brought out a shiv, stabbed me and my critters in the back. Gets first blood with it. Luckily it's only a 1 damage, but can still hurt. Here is the decision point. Oftentimes, in a situation like this, I will go ahead and use my power and not play my creature yet. Because there's nothing, he doesn't have anything on the board to really threaten me at the moment. And so being able to bring out next turn a 3/3 pixie plus a 1/1 instead of just 2 1/1s, I think would give a big advantage. But instead, I'd like to go ahead and play it first. And then Carnival pulls out a neat little trick where he gives hidden to his front line wall. So because it's hidden, I can't attack it. And because it's front line, I can't attack anything else. So this was an interesting discovery. Luckily, the power only lasts for 1 turn. But this, I can see, is potentially being abused. I imagine this interaction might have some sort of change in the future. But cool trick, Carnival. Kudos to you for pulling that out. Let's see. Meanwhile, what do I have? I have pulled out a Nemedian Lion. I've got my buffed Field Martyr. And a bunch of spells. Decided to go ahead and play my Lion. And now I'll try to decide whether or not to kill off my Pixie. And I do, and here I made a mistake. So I was able to foresee the next card was not going to be a creature, but then I played a card which would give a bonus to any creature pulled. You can see the Bladecaster is already buffed up. So I probably should have sent the reinforcements back into the deck in hopes of pulling up 2 creatures. And meanwhile, Carnival starts pulling out somebody to attack me with. He's got Assassin, who he's flipped to a 3/5. I've got the good old Leviathan Hunter. This is a standard in most of my decks. 1 mana to get a 2/1 and plus a 2/1 weapon. Well worth it in my opinion. And also the Roars give my Nemedian Lion a buff. And my Martyr buffs itself for the other creatures. So now we're looking pretty good. Start tearing down the wall. Tear down the wall. And send things back to Carnival. Interesting that he flips his Assassin. Deciding to sacrifice it to take out my Lion. Also, I didn't expect it, but as a nice little bonus was that his Roar creatures also gave my Lion a bonus, which I guess I should have realized, but it hadn't occurred to me. So that makes the Median Lion a little bit better. Carnival's deep in thought about something. I'll have 5 mana next turn, so I could easily pull out the Bladecaster for 1 mana, get some reinforcements for 2 mana, and use my God Power again to buff some of my reinforcements. And I pull another critter up, Capoeira, who also gets a bonus for having a bunch of creatures on the board. Just gotta get rid of the wall. Now I'm trying to decide whether to buff somebody up. I do decide to buff up my Bladecaster, who buffs herself up after killing the wall. Then I take out Assassin. Thinking about taking out a Hidden Man, but decide not to. There's no advantage for me in doing that, and it actually lets him draw a card if I take him out. And he immediately shivs my Field Martyr, gets another wall up, and brings out a Raise Imp, and then tries to pull a little trick here of putting the Raise Imps into my deck, but that really doesn't work so well because I don't mind having creatures. I'll just give him intense training and have a 4/5 on the board. Sure enough, I draw one. He's got his hidden wall again, which neutralizes my 7/4 Bladecaster. I can't do anything with that. I decided to go ahead and play the Imp. Let's get it out there. And go full out Capoeira. And use up all my mana. Even if I don't draw a creature next turn, I have my reinforcements card, so I can always place them out of the deck. Carnival plays a card that I hadn't seen before here, the Hall of Mirrors, which is 2/0/2 frontline creatures. And they confuse anybody who attacks them. Kind of interesting. So there's 3 front lines. I draw the Actuary of War. He's a nice guy who can provide a bonus to a creature in my hand for the number of creatures in the voids, both players' voids. And I have my Portable Fortress, which is always nice to be able to bust that sucker up. Take out his wall. Use a barbed hook to kill one of the mirrors. Decide to go ahead and play the Actuary and give a buff to my fortress. I believe it turns out to be +2/+2, which would have been the same as doing the power, but at least I get to direct it directly to the fortress, not have it go to the Imp when I don't want it. The Carnival summons 2 more mirrors, or 1 more mirror, which copies itself. It kills his own critter to draw a card, passes it back to me. So while Carnival's holding me off at the moment, I haven't really seen too much from this deck that is a danger to me. Meanwhile, I'm just buffing my guys up. I'm point where I'll be able to use my God power, my intense training every turn, and summon a creature every turn also. And I don't really care that my creatures are confused. They're all big enough to take on anything new, and there's nothing in the way at the moment anyway. Buff up my fortress some more. And then get the intense training on my imp. So there for 3 mana in my hand. I have 2 great summons, even if he clears the board right now. I can still be right back in the game. But I don't think Deception has any sort of board clearing cards, at least not yet. Brings out a cat. Just a minor road bump. Hit him for 8 damage. Things looking good on my side. I don't even necessarily even want to play these cards yet. I guess I gotta get that up there. Oh, yes, I always forget that Blitz does not count for gods. Blitz is for creature against creature. You have to have God Blitz to hit the gods directly. So that's probably why I pulled the Tavern Brawler out. I thought I was going to get 2 more damage on him. But I was not able to attack him. And he didn't do anything. I guess he's acknowledged the game is over. I go ahead and show off by pulling out all my big nasty creatures. Skips his turn. I give him a coup de grace. I couldn't have really asked for a better performance from my deck the first time around. I'm not sure that Carnival was playing a particularly strong deck. Like he was trying out some different things in regards to frontline and hidden. But my Swarm deck did just what I wanted it to. I was able to keep a steady stream of creatures coming. At least half of them had the intense training buffs, and I had lots of cards, or a number of cards in my hand to give them additional buffs when I was ready to really do some damage. So I'm going to queue up and try it again.